Hi, I'm Josh Ellsworth with Stahls. Printing jumbo, oversized prints onto apparel doesn't have to be difficult. I'm here to show you how easy it can be with the Stahls heat press and with CAD-CUT materials from Stahls. You can buy these materials from us factory direct and cut them on your vinyl cutter, and they're ready to heat apply onto garments. Or you can order them pre-cut from us, so all you need to do is complete the application. We'll show you some different finishes today, how to set up your heat press, and some different techniques for completing these applications. Let's go over to the heat press. Now I want to give you some tips on how to set up your heat press for printing these large format prints on this oversized garment from Pennant Sportswear. Number one, you want to purchase a heat printing pillow in a 16-inch by 20-inch size to match the lower platen size that you have on your heat press. If you have a smaller heat press, try to find a pillow that matches. These are available from Stahls. Secondly, you want a lower platen protector to secure the pillow onto the lower platen. That way it's a lot easier to load your garment. So I'm going to simply take the lower platen protector and secure my pillow to my lower platen, stretching all the corners over the edge, sort of like an ironing board cover, making sure it's secure, and now I'm set up and ready to run this job. Now I'm going to grab my garment and I'm going to do a preheating process. Now a lot of shops skip the preheat. I still recommend it. You're going to preheat the complete application area that you'll be printing. I recommend using a cover sheet during the preheat process. I'm going to use a non-stick cover sheet. And then because I loaded in the extra thickness of the pillow, I'm going to have to adjust my pressure pack. Most heat presses have a pressure adjustment knob. I can preheat this side. I'm going to slide my garment to the other side. Don't worry about any discoloration on some of these garments. That's common with reds and pinks and burgundies. It will come back to its original color a few minutes after it's been pressed. Preheat the other side. Now I have a completely preheated printing surface. Now I want to center this back onto the heat press. I'm going to line the center tag up with the backbone of my press, centering everything on the platen. And I'm going to grab my ready to apply CAD-CUT transfer that's been created. It's important to find the center point of your design, especially when you're printing large format stuff. So I'm going to fold it backwards, edge to edge here on the side, and then I'm going to create a center crease in my design to make easy alignment. Now, when I go to position this onto the garment, I'll use my center point, make sure it's lined up with the center of the tag, positioning it vertically where I want, how far down from the collar or the bottom seam. In this case, I'm going to center it and rub it flat against the garment so it'll slightly tack here. Now I want to break this up. Since it's a single color design, I'll be able to complete this in two applications. I'm going to carefully slide the whole garment so I can press one half of the design first. Notice I'm getting good pressure on the J all the way over to about 2/3 of the way through the E and the O on lacrosse. So I'll start by heat printing that side. Be sure to follow the recommended time, temperature, and pressure for the heat transfer film you're using. In this case, I'm applying 15 seconds. Each side will get the full application. I'm going to take the garment and I'm going to carefully slide it to the other half of the application area, making sure that the letter's completely on the press, and prepare to print it again. Now before I lock the press down, I want to point out one important thing so you can understand why we put the pillow underneath the lower platen protector. Typically when you're printing these types of items and you have a collar that's up on the heat press, you can see that there's two layers here, and the front of the collar is going to cause an uneven pressure at the edge of this E. If you just lay this on a flat press with a firm density bottom, that collar is going to cause a pressure issue and you may get uneven application on the edge of your E, compromise the durability. But by using a heat printing pillow secured underneath here, the collar sinks down into the pillow, the pressure levels out and accommodates for that, so I get nice even pressure. Okay, so the pillow is very important. Now I'm going to cover the second half of my design to complete the application. It does require 15 seconds for both sides. You'll want to make sure to set your heat press up accordingly. And I'll lock it down. SportFilm Lite is a material that can be peeled warm to cool, as will Glitter Flake, which I'm going to heat press next, or you can peel Glitter Flake hot as well. So a material that's versatile in how it can be peeled is optimal for this process. So I've completed the second half of my garment. Now I'll remove it from the press and lay it over to the side. And I can come back and peel it later, or we'll do a quick time lapse to let that side cool down, and I'll remove the backing. The transfer is cooled down. Start at the edge and remove the carrier. And I have a completed standard print. Nice, bright white, and very durable. Heat transfer materials from stalls are guaranteed not to crack, peel, or fade for the life of the garment. Let's show you a glitter design. Let's review the steps. I'll load my garment, preheating my entire print area. 2 quick steps, a few seconds on this side. Slide the garment. And a few seconds on this side. Now centering my garment back on the press. Grabbing my Glitter Flake CAD-CUT transfer, folding it in half, and creasing to find the center line. Positioning it properly on my garment. Slide it over. Heat print half of the shirt. Being careful to slide my garment. Covering and heat printing the other half of the shirt for the full application. Not worrying about the area that's been applied twice. It won't affect durability. Upon completion of the application, I'll remove the shirt from the press, sliding it over to my workstation, and removing the backing. A brilliant, glittery finish and a perfectly placed design. Let's repeat the steps for a couple more garments. this design is a 2-color, so I'm still going to follow the same steps where I'm folding to create my center crease on the top design. And then I have 2 choices. I can line this up and hit the 2 steps on this and come back and center this later. Or if I want to, I can actually slide this underneath just to make sure that there's not a carrier blocking the adhesive. Position it how I'd like it, and then break that up into 2 designs as well. You could fold a center crease on that to help with your alignments if you need that help. Hopefully you feel comfortable printing jumbo and large format prints on these types of garments now. Let's review some of the things that we covered in this video that are required to get started. Number 1 is you need an accurate heat press. Once you have that accurate heat press, you need the quick slip lower platen protector and the non-stick pillow in order to secure it in place that matches the size of your press. Next, of course, you need the garment and the transfer. You can buy CAD-CUT materials from stalls and cut your own designs if you have a vinyl cutter. If you don't have a vinyl cutter, of course we can sell you one through our Stalls Equipment Group, or if you're not ready for that investment, you can buy the ready-to-apply CAD-CUT transfers direct from us, so you can just heat apply them. And then you need a non-stick cover sheet. So we're wishing you much success and much profit in your endeavors printing these types of garments. If you have questions, you can always contact us.